Alright, and so here we start again. I'm going to do question 18, and I'm going to leave you to do 19 because it's the same concept. Okay, so I want to talk you through the thinking behind the question, and let's see if we can come to a happy medium. So if you notice, one of the things that you're going to have to recall, or two of the things you'll have to recall, is a smart trig class to remember where each of these functions is actually a positive. The second thing you'll have to remember is the ratios. Remember that sine is y over r, and that cosine is x over r, and that tan is y over x. And then of course remember the reciprocals, so cosecant for sine would be r over y, and simply the reciprocals. So secant r over x. And this actually saves you in case you decide that you're not going to draw a bow tie when you draw your angles. And what I mean by that is that, and I've joked about this in the past, but technically all the trigonometric angles, when you actually graph them, they look kind of like a bow tie when they're all tied together, right? And so obviously here's r, here's r, here's r, here's r. These are the y's. Alright, and then obviously x is sitting pretty and chilling because it only has to cover, one part of the graph. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is that they start you with the following. They say to you that sine theta is equal to negative 3 over 5, which we know means that it is y over r. And they also tell you that it's in quadrant 4. So here's Q4. And therefore we know, because sine is positive here and here, that in this case sine is negative, and we see that in the way they set up the question. They're asking us to find a half angle, given this information. They say to you, find theta over 2. And so we know the formula in this case is plus or minus the square root of 1 minus cosine theta over 2. Which, when applied, and again, if y is the negative 3, r is the positive 5, then x has to be the 4. And if I'm looking at this angle, because these are the angles we're always looking at, in this case, the cosine of this angle would be 4/5. And in that case, we end up with, okay, we would say square root 1 minus 4/5 over 2. If we complete this denominator by multiplying top and bottom by 5 over 5, and this, remember, that's 2 over 1, we end up with the square root of 1/5 over 2 over 1, which results in the fraction square root of 1/10, which square root of 1, if we break it up, square root of 1 over square root of 10, we know that this is basically 1 over square root of 10, but we don't like radicals in the denominator, so we multiply square root of 10 times square root of 10. Our final answer then becomes square root of 10 over 10. Alright, I believe your answer choice is B, and that's number 18. Number 19 is identical, and you're going to follow all of the steps that I just mentioned just now. I'm going to leave that one to you. When all is said and done, your answer choice should be negative square root of 18 minus 3 square root of 11 all over 6. And the fraction bar is above the 6. Alright, so hopefully you'll get that. If not, I'll see you during office hours. That's number 18, and 19 is for you.